Am I hosting or are you hosting?
I mean, I don't know. It's your game, brother.
All right, I'll take it.
All right.
I'm not mad.
Hello.
Oh, do I need to do my own background?
Oh.
Hey, how is it going, everybody? Well, now we're live. It is the Saturday afternoon here on, excuse me, those are my dice, on the WebDM channel. We are here playing some Ruins of the Grendleroot by Sly Flourish, a good old first level Dungeons and Dragons adventure. And hopefully are able to brighten your quarantine and social distance-filled lives as we all weather this interesting times that we live in, which was a curse, if I recall, not a blessing or a good fortune. Anyway, I'm going to stop there. How is everybody doing? I'm going to start with Shauna, and then we'll just go counterclockwise. Yeah, Shauna, how's it going?
It's doing okay. My introvert lifestyle has prepared me well for this.
Solidarity.
I'm so happy to be playing here. I'm going to be playing just a little shifter rogue, so happy to see where that goes. But, yeah.
Excellent. Yes. And Lindy, how are you today?
Hi, I am doing spiffy because I have a game, and I like gaming because I'm an extrovert. So, socialization's great right now. I will be playing Winnie. She is a Twilight cleric, and she has high aspirations to be the new centaur for disease control one day.
That's great. I feel like that if we can get through this adventure without me losing it and just laughing myself off of screen, then we'll be considered a bitch. Yeah. Thank you. Hopefully I'm up for the challenge. But yeah, Pruitt, how's it going, man?
I'm doing good. I'm wearing shades because I don't want y'all seeing the giant circles under my eyes. Healthcare is fun right now. So y'all
was because you were just so cool.
Seriously, stay home and make our job that much easier. That's all this is about. It's nothing to do with you. It's nothing to do with controlling your lives or Big Brother or anything like that. It's so our hospitals don't fall apart. So I love y'all, and please make my job easier. Now, that being said, I will be playing Primer, a Warforged sorcerer of the Clockwork Soul variety. Primer, of course, stands for Programmable, Robotic, Intelligent, Mobile Energy Receptacle. And he will be here to light up your life.
That's amazing. I love that there's every bit of technobabble there.
Exactly.
Thank you, Pruitt. Thank you. And Anna, it has been far too long. How is it going?
Hello. It has been far too long. It's going. Retail life is great. Please be nice to people working in retail right now and just be patient. But anyway, I'm glad to be here. I'm so excited. I'm going to be playing Gwynnis, or Gwen for short. And she is a Simic hybrid barbarian that is an aspiring gladiator. And she just wants to go on adventures and find love. And that's it.
I mean, why else wouldn't you adventure except to find love? By the way, Anna, I have a game for you, and that is Pendragon, because the entire point of it is to play chivalric heroes in a mythological past where you quest for true love and daring and the like. It's awesome.
Yes.
I'll try it out sometime.
Please DM me details later. I would love to play that.
It's awesome. It's totally awesome. I might be able to arrange something, but we'll chat about it on the side.
Yep.
So yes, we are here today playing some Ruins of the Grendleroot, going through the first level adventure there, the Call of Starsong Tower. Now, before we get into it, there are a lot of really cool tools in the overall Ruins of the Grendleroot adventure, and one of them is a relic creator. And given that I was warned that there have been potential TPKs or actual TPKs when this was playtested, I'd like to throw some extra benefit my players' way and have them all start with one of these awesome relics. So if my players could break out their D100s, please. Yes, that's right. It's one of those.
Audible gasp.
All right. And so here we go. I will find the tables that I'm looking for, but you guys will need at least 3 to 4 rolls each. So if you want to go ahead and pre-roll them, that's perfectly fine with me.
Sure. I've got so many D100s.
We're running this beer and pretzel style today, folks.
Ooh, my favorite number.
I want pretzels now.
Somebody had pretzels, I'd give them an inspiration point.
I have pretzels in the kitchen.
Oh, it's too late.
Ah.
All right, who's ready first?
I'm ready to go.
All right. Bro, what you got from your first? This is determining sort of what kind of trait does the relic possess.
All
And then
First roll is an 80.
80. Goodness. Oh, actually, this first one I need you to do a D20 roll. My bad.
Oh, no worries.
You can just convert it real quick.
12.
Thank you. That's it is marred and marked by fiendish runes.
Oh yeah, these are definitely fiendish, which is a lot different than abyssal. A lot of people don't know that.
Yes. Yeah, very true. Very true. And then the D100 now, please.
Well, 80.
80. There you go. Thank you. It is a satchel. You have a demonic etched satchel. Fiendish.
That's perfect. Where do I keep my tools?
And then a little final D100. So I guess I needed a D20 and 2 D100s.
17.
17. It has the ability. It has the ability to cast a color spray once. So maybe it's like full of some sort of pigment powder or something that you can imbue with magic, but you get a single-use color spray out of it.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, you got to mark the tunnels when you're working them.
Certainly. Who's ready next?
Ready.
All right, Donna, let's go.
I got a 5.
5. It looks like your relic is made of old gnomish clockwork.
Ah.
Oh,
I know. Sorry, man.
you want a trade? All right, cool.
And then the first D100 roll.
I got a 30.
30.
Mhm.
It is a clockwork. Ooh, it's a clockwork earring. So it's like maybe it like has maybe it goes or something. I don't know what it does yet. And then the second D100 roll.
It was 40.
40. And that is going to be Thunderwave. That's awesome for a barbarian.
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
All right. Who's next?
I can go. You need a D20?
I need a D20 and 2 D100s.
Okay, I got a 14. My D20.
So you have your object inspires its possessor to travel in a particular direction within the mountain. So it acts like a kind of internal compass, just without the magical ability that we'll roll for in a minute.
Cool.
So then the first D100 roll.
Okay, I got a 69.
Oh,
Nice.
Yes. Thank you. It's a
I don't
pipe.
believe
It is a pipe.
Okay.
What if what if it like blows smoke and the smoke trails in the direction you gotta go? Pruitt's gonna lose it.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
I have one
You're
around
just
somewhere. That's fine. There we go.
Everybody could type
in the
9.
second.
Wait, never mind. There they are.
Okay.
The second D100 roll.
I got a 100.
Nice. Shit.
Nice. Yes.
It can disintegrate.
Oh,
It can disintegrate once. All right, folks.
Type up
It's
super-
time to put my money where my mouth is. I often talk about giving low-level characters high-level magic. So we'll see how this one goes.
I was like, those are two good numbers since this isn't Call of Cthulhu.
We're just
and
let's
then-
just we're just gonna wreck.
I won't
We're
look a
gonna
gift
wreck
horse in
Sly's
the mouth.
adventure. Okay. Yes, thank you, Shauna. What have the gods of fate decreed for Jess?
oh, 3. 3 is the first one.
All right, so that is it hums when it gets close to a Grendleroot spire. Now, Grendleroot is this alien metal that grows through the mountain that no one's really sure how it got there, whatever, but it like grows like tree roots, but upwards, right? So most people encounter it as a spindly thing, but then they can be fairly large chunks of it. So it writhes and hums when it's near that.
Cool.
First D100 roll.
97.
Nice. Let's see what this is. 97. It's a vial. There is
Oh.
something. It's a humming vial. I need that second D100 roll.
All right. Second D100 was a 35.
35. There we go. Ooh, it will grant Shield of Faith. I guess it's a potion that can be drunk, maybe, or like something you pour. Maybe it's like an oil you pour over yourself.
Oh, cool.
But either way, the vial will continue to have its trait.
It's Purell. It's
It's pure
yeah,
well.
it's very hard to find in this day and age.
I love that.
It's a very
Yes.
rare potion.
That's perfect.
Thank you,
I
Pruitt.
have
Thank
that
you.
as well, thankfully.
Nice. All right. Excellent. Excellent. So, equipped with their relics, let's say this. There's something that I really appreciate about Ruins of Grendleroot, and that's the silliness that's present in it. I think a lot of D&D take itself a little too seriously. And so, in celebration of this and in celebration of needing a hearty laugh, we're going to start in Deep Delver's Enclave, which is a sort of an underground boom town that sits on a cliff overlooking a vast cavern filled with the ruins of a magocracy's capital city. And surrounding that city are these 9 towers. Deep Delver's Enclave sort of sits next to one of these towers. And it's they've taken the time to set up like buildings. It's not tents and lean-tos here. Like people have taken the time to construct things and build and create a community for themselves centered around this idea of freedom and exploration. The rest of the world's all tied up with their imperial laws and wars and all that BS. And for those free-spirited folks, for those folks that don't care for, the traditional structures and hierarchies of society, this place is sort of where they can go. And there's not a lot of laws here. No one claims it. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And so everybody has to rely on each other. And therefore, it's a very tight-knit community. In celebration of that, and in example of it, is Wee Delvers Week, which is when parents bring their little ones on, appropriate expeditions into the mountains, mini caverns and chambers, and sort of celebrate the fact that they too will take up the mantle one day. And I do believe that before we played, our group decided that they would be teenagers too cool to go out with their parents on their own adventure. And so staying behind in Deep Delver's Enclave while all the grown-ups and their little siblings are out in the nearby tunnels. The place is kind of empty now. Everybody's going out. Like the beginning of Wee Delver's Week, it's all busy packing and getting ready and the like. But here, this is, it's kind of empty. It's really just, the town kind of quote-unquote leaders who have remained. So the question I have is there anything that you would want to do before we dive into the big hook? You think
I
you'd
just
like
want
your
to make sure
characters-
everybody's got their safety gear on. You need to make sure you have your goggles, your armor's in place. These places are dangerous, okay?
What if
Okay.
you don't have goggles? As I shift through my bag.
Well, that's fine. You should be all right.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just don't stay more than an hour.
Okay.
Nice. So you're
I
what?
wear glasses. That's like goggles light.
Yeah.
So, we should be all right.
You'd be good for an hour and a half then.
Should be good. Have
But
everything I
yeah,
need.
you got to make sure you keep your PPE on.
My
Good.
what?
It's your personal protective equipment.
Exactly.
It's in short supply these days, so don't waste it.
Mhm.
Very good. Very good.
I've
So
got
y'all
my saddlebags packed with whatever extra I have. So in case anybody needs anything, just let me know.
You have snacks.
Of course.
So, all right, I'll get the picture here. And if we could, Hecubus, the mysterious machine spirit that haunts the WebDM channel, if you could pull up, I believe, cover 2, to kind of give everybody a sense of the street that they find themselves on. Wait for
Yes, master. Allow me to summon cover 2.
or execute them rather. So it sounds like you guys are outside. Y'all are gearing up. Is this what, you're going to go off on your own while the adults are out and not on one of those kiddie expeditions, but a real legit one? What are you guys going to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
And if I can have our lovely chaperone sign some papers for me afterwards, it'll apply as extra credit for my, medical training program. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Any
So
of you Rhodes scholars? No, this works for that too.
Primer would know that you could. It's signing something. You'd have to get Balin, the beardless. He's the town. He's sort of like the one everybody kind of respects.
He's the opposite of me.
He could sign off. Well, if somebody's going to sign off for it to be responsible, it might as well be the one who's sort of like comfortable with that responsibility.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I have a little background in anthropologist, so I got to make sure I get all the extra credit I can.
Oh yeah, I have a question for you guys because we didn't exactly have time to review characters. We might as well now. Any of y'all proficient in any of the intelligence skill proficiencies, history, religion?
Yes.
I've got Arcana and History.
Sweet.
History, religion, history and religion.
Nice. And then, okay, I see the muted mic buttons from Sean and Anna.
I'm
That's all right.
in just smashing hits.
No,
It
just
doesn't
sneaking
take a
around.
skill proficiency to engage with the lore, so that's just a reminder. So you guys sound like you guys are well set, and probably what you know about this place is that this seems to be a never-ending gold mine of relics, lore, ancient spells, like the magocracy that built the city that literally over the Deep Delvers Enclave overlooks. They were up to all kinds of crazy stuff, kind of shady, because at one point they were brought low or destroyed or something. But this particular mountain, Mount Blackclaw, is like I said, seemingly never-ending gold mine of ancient magic. So yes, you guys fit right at home. Are you headed then to see Balin or doing something else first?
I mean, we can hit Balin on the way back.
Mm-hmm.
Got to make sure you complete the credit before you get completed credit.
Yeah.
So you're going to ask for, forgiveness, not permission?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to assume
Where you
that
headed?
they lied to me and they said that they had permission.
Yeah.
Totally, 100% permission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have my parental slip here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
have it
like
somewhere.
okay. Yes. You got your vaccination record.
Mm-hmm.
I actually
Sure.
forgot
Yes.
every important paper.
Oh my God.
Can't
So-
forget your vaccination. I can revaccinate you if you like. I'm trained in medicine, so
Which direction are y'all headed out? West is the solid cave, east is the solid cave wall, but you could go north, south, or west, which would take you directly into the heart of the city. The ruins of it. Gotcha.
well, that way's north.
Yeah.
So
There's like signs, right? Like there's all these weird signs of like
The
this.
sign says, yeah.
Most of
these
them refer
signs.
to like caves deeper within the mountains. So it's like this is the Weeping Sisters, or
Ooh,
this
maybe
way
not
to the
those.
ice waterfall, that kind of thing. But there's really no signs that direct you towards the city. Those of you who are long-term residents would know that the city is sort of a taboo place, that most people don't go to it. It's sort of regarded as haunted and just sort of, and in fact, it's been the source of like recent unease because the tower that the magocracy had built that the town sort of sits next to has recently changed color. The light that emanates from it has changed color. And so it normally is this like soft, kind of really nice, almost daylight quality light that emanates from it. And now it's this harsh alien purple. And so that's sort of, but I don't know. You guys have been doing other things, I guess.
Mhm.
That's all you really know is it used to be whitish, yellow. Now it's purple.
So Gwen is gonna pull Winnie and Jess aside from Primer.
Mhm.
Hey, I know we're supposed to be chaperoned, right?
Mhm.
What if we go to like that weird looking light and just look for some ghosts?
I was thinking the same thing. Let's do it.
Should we?
Well, I suppose we could. Ghosts are just people in need of spiritual healing, I suppose.
Mhm. It could be good for your research.
And
It could be.
If we vanquish them, if they're bad, extra
That makes
good for
us
us.
heroes, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It's gonna look so good on my
No.
resume. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
they'll
gonna be
make
a
up for
gladiator
them.
in no time.
Leaving us behind, we can adventure on our own. We can do good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't get like too far ahead though, just in case. You maybe like yelling distance, hollering distance.
Yeah, I could holler.
Okay. That way, if stuff gets real bad, you know, he can probably find us.
Oh yeah, the tower is like on the other side of the tracks, kind of thing. It's real close to town.
I look over at Primer and then see what he's doing, but I kind of make my way towards the spooky.
Primer is giving like a dissertation to y'all on the rock wall to the east and the efforts to break through it. Because you see, the Grendleroot runs thick through here, you know, and it has a metastatic properties because it's made of like a zeta field. Wait, where did y'all go? Hey, kids.
And I feel like Winnie is actually interested in the like history of this, and so she's kind of just like, like,
Oh, wait, hey, no, you're not supposed to go. Oh, hey, you darn kids. And
No,
he's,
I heard something over here. Maybe somebody needs help.
Jess is just gone. She lasted about like maybe 30 seconds with the descriptions and just
with the school lesson, with the class. Yeah. All right. So Jess then followed shortly by Gwen. The first thing you'd notice is there is a small footbridge over this deep channel stream, and it's one of those streams that like cuts through the rock and like the plateau you're on. And so you'd have to cross it. I mean, you could probably hop it if you wanted, like a good running start. But like I said, there's a footbridge there. So how would you like to approach this? Because you can sort of see the tower just beyond it.
Gwen is gonna hop.
Yeah, let's just
The most dangerous way.
let's get ready.
Let's
Get
do
ready
it.
for some fighting.
Yes, exactly. All right. So it looks like, let's see, we'll call it a simple 5 foot, like you approach like the narrow part of it. I just call it a DC 10 athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Okay. Oh, acrobatics. Let's be a little.
Got a 9.
Oh
no.
boy. What is that? Ooh, 12.
So Gwen, like it's one of those your foot hits it and then you go in.
I'm
Like
like, oh,
hits
this
the
is
lip.
easy.
That is just
12.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Boom. Stick the landing. Gwen's, I don't know, it's not like you're sort of like winded for a second, Gwen, but mostly you're just like the bottom half of you is soaked.
Well, this is nothing. It's fine. It's like, is it like waist deep or?
Yeah, it's sort of like a channel. So the channel's actually fairly deep, but I guess I would say with a 9, you managed to like catch yourself on the lip of the far side, right? So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
I didn't pee my pants, okay?
You better get out of there quick because the electrosteptic qualities of the water are going to make you pee your pants. It's just what happens.
There's electricity in here?
No, it's just something like that. So you better get out. And he
Mental
like
note.
extends a hand, and I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp, so his hand's kind of sparking.
Mhm.
It's his
Like you're
joke as he's reaching out to the water.
I like hesitantly grab it.
oh no, get out!
No, I'm
Mhm.
trying to push you the other way.
Oh,
My humor is I was programmed by a dwarf. He wasn't funny.
oh.
Also made it his image.
At
Right.
least they tried.
So all 4 of you then are across the river with Primer and Winnie taking the footbridge.
Mhm.
So you can see now as you help Gwen out of the water and sort of take an assessment that there's like a 3-story tower ruined in places, especially looks like at the top level. And normally it's almost like nondescript. You don't even pay that much attention to it. But now with the purple light, the sort of shadows cast by the carved faces on the tower, these sort of horned and snarling faces look extra disturbing and spooky. And you can see that halfway up one side, the wall are cracked and fallen away, leaving the uppermost floor exposed. And it appears as though there's another stream or something on the far side of the tower that sort of cuts across the plateau. So that's what you can see immediately. And there's a door as well. I forgot the door, because it's so doorish. So what do y'all do?
It looks doorish.
I'm gonna
As I
go walk
ponder.
over and look at the door.
My familiar Hecubus is sending me an astral message. I would say it's the middle one, Hecubus. There is the one at the bottom that you referred to, and the one immediately above it would be the one that we're looking at now. Thank you. What were you guys just distracted momentarily in astral thought? So what are y'all gonna do?
Winnie approaches it and looks at the door more carefully.
I look at it from like the back, but still
Okay.
ponder.
Okay.
A door.
Is there like a knob or a latch or?
I
There's
can open
a,
it as she like pulls out her great axe.
Yes.
Yes, do that.
I
So
have
there's like a
experience.
large stone door, right? And it's the
stone.
only one, like as when he walks around, it's the only door on either of the walls, 4 sides as well. There are sinister visages and snarling faces looking down at you from the thing, including several like whole bestial, fiendish stone carvings that look down off the, I don't know what you call it, the lintel, the top part of the door.
These are amazing.
I can definitely see the artistic expression someone put into these carvings. That took someone a lot of time.
Yep.
I think Jess is definitely like mimicking. So with her like teeth, it's like just kind of like.
Oh, that's
That's
spot
very
on.
good.
I'd like Gwen. I needed. What's your passive perception, Gwen?
It is 10.
Okay, then go ahead and make me a check then,
What kind of check?
a perception check, please.
Oh, yes.
And then so the rest of y'all sort of this represents you were walking around the perimeter.
17.
Primer.
Well, I was going to say, because I have the engineer background, I have urban infrastructure
Oh,
as
yes.
my feature. So he's going to basically be recalling all the blueprints that he's at least seen of this place, like
Okay.
for weaknesses and things like that.
Yes. All right then. So here we go. Gwen, you noticed as you were walking around the perimeter of the tower that on the back side where the stream crosses, there's like a tunnel or something on the bank closest to the tower. Like it looks like it leads back towards the tower. And Primer, you would know this, that there's about 50 feet of channel that cuts into like what maybe a well or something, like who knows with these people. But it does indeed provide access to a cellar of the basement. Cellar of the tower, not a cellar of a basement. It'd be a sub basement.
Cellar of a basement, that you could do it.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
I'm gonna fill it with alien eggs later. Anyway.
We put a wizard's lab in it.
Yeah. So as y'all are standing at the door, I'll let y'all assess what you want to do, but that's the new knowledge you have.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could hit it maybe at the corner of the door, or we could maybe take that stream over there. I don't know. I mean, you're already a portal, so you probably wouldn't mind.
That is a good idea. We could go this way.
I mean, it would require less door opening potentially. That's a big, heavy door. So-
Yeah. She looks disappointed.
I mean, people don't notice it.
You people are some of the most deliberative. Like you could just push open the door. None of you even try to do it.
What was that?
There's one of the stone heads is different. Like it's cocked its head at you and its mouth is kind of like,
What kind of a...
it looks like a devil. It's got like horns and a goat dog face. It's like, it's like terrible, I think, if you're going to talk about it, you should just, why don't you just push the door or something, Come on.
Never lived in the door, so
Or at
what-
least talk about something more interesting, gotta sit here all day while you're just about doors.
You would never open a door that wants you to open it.
I can't even. Other constructs.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, this statue's like having a full-on conversation. It's the more it talks, the more of it kind of animates.
Interesting. Excuse me, do you know what's inside this tower, sir?
Yeah, nothing. Nothing. Well, it was other things, but that was a long time ago.
How long ago exactly? And she pulls out like a notebook that says anthropology.
What year is it?
She'll tell him the current year.
Oh yeah. And that's the third calendar, right? Y'all guys changed it a while back. Okay,
we did.
All right. So 900 years and change.
Oh, good golly! And you said there's nothing inside.
Well, not since the Order of the White Sun came through here, though. So what's that? And then it's like it was like 3.5 centuries ago, maybe.
Oh, how
I lose track of time,
I can't believe people just so disrespectful to history like that.
Tell me about it. It's crazy. I used to be just a block of stone, and then they cut away at me, and that I lost parts of myself because of that. It's crazy.
But you also found your form and function.
I guess so.
Has anybody been in there since, though? That's the important question.
Oh yeah, some people came through here a few days ago. I ain't seen them since.
Oh,
Not since.
No. That was like 3 days ago.
Oh.
They go through the door, or did they go round back?
The door probably. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they walked right underneath. There was some screams. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't. My senses. They're not what they used to be.
Maybe we should go the other way.
Yeah, Primer's already walking towards the stream.
But if we save them, that's Lord, come on.
If it's
then,
I mean, you technically, if they didn't have any water rations with them, they might be too late, depending on who it is. And if there were screams involved, well, their survival rate is not looking very good at this point. The percentages are the curve is not in their favor.
As Winnie starts talking about curves and numbers and all this, Gwen's just like, boop, then just follows Primer.
All right.
She's
nice. Has anybody? Where's Jess? Where does Jess end up?
I think Jess is it's weakly trying to we should go that way. It's like everybody's going the other way. I can't just go. Fine.
All right. Yeah. Is anybody staying behind? Or are y'all going to split the party?
No, Winnie will follow. She'll just make polite conversation with this, construct until she's like, "Oh, I have to go. It's lovely chatting with you. Bye now."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, sure. Don't even think about coming over here and talking to me occasionally or anything. You just guys stay over there on the other side. I don't even want anybody to come over here and say hi every now and then.
I'll come back.
Yeah, that's what they all say. And he's like cross-legged and crossed arms.
We will not take your advice for granted.
We're starting a clean slate right now.
Oh.
You've been simply marvelous.
I think I'm hearing other laughing.
Yes. Oh my God. All right. So you guys head for the stream.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get wet, And and like Winnie, you're gonna have to do that weird foal thing where you kind of like walk on your knees.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yes.
Low.
Yeah. That's why I asked if you were a goat centaur or a horse centaur earlier.
Nope, I'm a horse centaur, a little horse.
All right. Yeah. So who's gonna hop down first? It's not terribly far, but it's deeper than the last one.
No,
you have to shimmy down.
I think Jess will go.
Yeah.
Jess?
I'll go next so I can be a step stool if people need it.
Yeah. Okay. So are you proficient in either athletics or acrobatics, Jess?
Both.
Okay, yeah, you don't need to make a roll. You can easily climb down this. If you are proficient in either, no roll. Otherwise, I will require a strength or dex roll.
Yeah, she's trying to show off. Anytime she'll just like try and show off.
Nice.
You said acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah, if you're proficient in either one of them, you're good. This is basic stuff.
I guess I'll have to roll.
All right.
Oh, but I should be fine with the 17
Mhm.
plus 2, 19.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How about primer?
Yeah, and then Primer, he like gets to the edge and like looks down and starts kind of folding and like working his way down. I'm using acrobatics. He's a little more
Nice.
dexterous than strong, and so I got a
just
14.
Do the strong leap. Strong horse jump.
Oh yes. I like that. So you guys are down here in this trench. The water here is not as the whole thing is deep or deeper than the last one, but the water is not as deep. I can just confuse the issue for a second. And so you can get in this tunnel, and really it's just like if you're taller than 5 feet or so, you'll have to duck down. And there's just a tiny rivulet, little streamlet that comes from the direction of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
It should be a straight shot.
I'm ducking down a decent bit.
Cool.
And Primer, you hear some like whirring and buzzing coming from him. He's maybe speaking, I don't know, some kind of weird machine language, and then his eyes kind of light up, and I cast light. So
Nice.
kind of like headlights
Oh, cool.
in the tunnel.
What a cool function. As I stare and then I look away, then I just see like little lights.
Well,
it's so
I
bright.
mean, I was originally programmed to work tunnels like this, work on the plumbing, things like that.
Oh,
So,
That sounds cool.
yeah, somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
I like kind of pat you in the head. You're doing a great job.
So as you guys are navigating this tunnel, and it is a tight fit for Winnie, but it's also like perfectly circular, like a drainage pipe maybe or something. So there's not a lot of rough, jagged roots and rocks to get caught on or anything. But there is, as you get about halfway, about like 20, 25 feet, this Grendleroot pylon that has grown up. It's about wrist thick. It's sort of like embedded in the wall, exposed such that you could see it. But like Jess, your file hums even before, just as like the light reaches it. So it is there. Anybody want to do anything with it, or you're going to stay out of its way? Because it's not quite well understood what exactly they do. They're a new feature sort of to the mountain.
interesting.
Newish. It's like geological time, they're newest. For you guys, it was in the past,
For all of us?
Yeah. No, they're like really old elves or anything like that.
Yeah, I can't help myself. This new thing. Excuse me while I do some meta analysis here, and I'm gonna go and kind of look at it and seeing if anything about its properties or cross reference in his own database. I want to make an Arcana check.
Okay.
That's a 9, so an 11, I think. 13.
It's right here, and it's sort of, you can feel this. You feel like the bulk of the roots are lower down, and so this is sort of like the tip of one of the sturdier root structures. It's slightly warm to the touch, which is typical for these spikes. And let's see, you can
Pyrostatic qualities. That's good.
Yeah, they're like impervious to damage. No one's ever really found any broken ones, any shattered ones. They pierce through rock. They seem to have no trouble with the fact that there's a giant mountain that they've got to burrow through. But yeah, it's
How do they deal with disintegrate? I'm just kidding.
do you want to see? But
That's right.
yeah, you can also tell in your investigations you're not sure what's going on with the water, but it's not like the water that comes out of the waterfall that feeds the community and everything is like crystal clear. It's like the best water.
Oh.
And this is kind of, I don't know, it seems like it's got a slick to it. Like it's got something floating on top of it.
I'll take a sample just for future purposes, potentially.
I think that might be considered a symbol liquid. Might want to be careful touching it. It could be flammable.
Oh, good gracious.
That thing looks boring to Gwen, so she doesn't really care for it. She's kind of looking around other places.
Okay. You can see from this point that there's a purple light at the end of the tunnel. It looks like there's maybe another pylon near here. But give me another perception check as well.
Sure. 14.
You can hear the scraping of something like in like, like the sound of nails on a stone or like through rough dirt from somewhere in the tunnel between where you're at and the purple light ahead. Just sounds like something's scraping, big digging, burrowing or something.
Mm-hmm. I guess as they're looking at this thing that I'm not interested in, I just kind of slowly walk towards this weird sound.
Oh, Gwen, we need to stay with the group, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. There's something over here, though. I hear a scratching.
Should at least bloody system.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, wait.
You hear scratching?
I hear scratching, yeah.
Oh,
but
hang
I can
on.
wait for your thingy.
Oh, there's a lot of danger down here. Hang on a second.
And we should check it out, right?
Excuse me. I need to enact my inertial dampeners. And you hear a humming as I cast mage armor.
So as Primer casts mage armor, so Jess is, do I stay? Do I go?
Oh, she's going.
Jess, yeah. So Jess is going. Gwen, are you continuing to go? Are you coming back?
Yeah, when Primer was like, we need to stay with the group, I'm like, sure, I'll wait for your thingy to finish and starts walking.
Yeah.
Backwards.
So as you,
I'll wait.
you turn back then and you can see the shape of two large rodent creatures. I mean, they're like monstrously big.
Are they ROUSs?
They are ROUSs, certainly.
Okay.
Yeah. And their like front claws are all covered in dirt and the like. But it just like they smell and they have like this purple soft glow to their eyes that appear almost humanish. Like they don't look like rat eyes.
They are so cute.
And so as we're about to get into it here, for those who find themselves playing with me today, I forgot to mention before stream, I like using Shadow with a Demon Lord style initiative for D&D combat on stream. I find it goes faster. As a quick refresher, a fast action consists of any one thing that you would like to do, and it will be resolved in order of players first, me second. The exception to that is if you're dashing, technically a move and a dash, right? But that's just like you're running as fast as you can. That's also a fast action. Anything else, move plus something, that's a slow action. And same order goes. Players go first, DM second. So does anyone have any fast actions as you see these two monstrous rats bearing down on you with violent intent?
No.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to do a fast action. As his finger like lights up in like a red fusion torch, basically.
Cool. So yeah, anybody else with fast actions?
No.
Okay. All right.
Slow.
Gotcha. So all of mine have slow as well. So it's going to be Primer. Your first will go off, and then everybody else is slows.
Okay. Yeah, Primer lights up his fusion torch and then lets off he learned a long time ago he can build up the pressure and then release it. He's going to do a firebolt.
Okay.
So that's going to be, 18 hit. And it's going to be, that's a D4 or D6. 10. I should have kept the original roll. Fuck. 1 damage.
All right. So you singe one of them. And it's all like, except it's not like that. It's like,
That's your last warning. Yeah. That was just a warning shot.
Right. So quick question for Jess and Gwyn, then what sort of weapons are y'all wielding?
Jess has like a far fancier rapier than a child should have at this moment.
Nice. And how about Gwyn?
Gwyn has a great axe and a gun that she doesn't know what it does.
We'll treat the gun like a quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How she uses it.
Yeah. So the great axe, you would be at disadvantage to attack because this is cramped. It's not near wide enough to get a good swing in. You obviously still attack it if you want. But yeah, and the rapier's fine. It's a pokey, so it pokes people through full of holes, and so it's fine in a tunnel there. You guys have the initiative for slow actions here on round 1, so I'll let you. And it's whatever order you would like to have them resolved. If you want to go simultaneously to set up combos, that is, your purview.
Jess will
Oh, no, you're good.
Oh, Jessica Gwen's gonna be like, it's just 1, 2, 1 of these. You go first, and I'll come right back after them while they're distracted.
All right. So you both, Gwen and Jess, are attacking the same one.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Can.
All right. Y'all can go ahead and make those attack rolls then.
Okay. For both. All right. Let's do it. Ooh, no. That was a 7.
Oof. Yeah, that is a big miss.
So that's a 15
That's 15 is going to hit. Yes.
with you said it was a staff?
Yeah, which is like a quarterstaff. So if you're one-handing, it's like D6, 2 hands D8. I think might be. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, let's do a D6 instead. Just
Yeah.
the lose.
Cool.
So, Gwen's gonna kind of take out. She's gonna take out her great axe, but she gets confused. You know what? I got this. I don't got this. I don't know what this does, but as she like waves it around, you can see that it's like carved that says "bad news" on it, and
Better give it to him.
then she starts smacking it.
Smacking it with the gun, with like the butt or the barrel.
The barrel.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's a
D6.
8 then
8
because I got
damage.
Plus.
Oh, jeez.
I got a plus.
Right. So you brain this one, and it like flies up against the wall and doesn't get back up.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it does.
Yeah.
Oh, good hit.
Thanks. I was
Good
using the
hit.
wrong
So there is one remaining.
How far away is it?
It's not that far away, maybe 10 feet, but you've got 2 of your companions trying to fight over each other at them in front of you.
Is there enough room for me in there?
No.
Okay.
No.
I will cast.
You have line of sight, though. So
I
if you
will
want.
cast Toll the Dead in that case.
Okay.
So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Let me ask you to play a guessing game, evens or odds, because one of them's already hit.
Okay.
Although you can, I guess you could see that, so you can choose that one. I'm not gonna make you guess.
Okay. Sure. Then yeah, I'll do that one.
Okay. It needs to make a save. Thank you.
Yeah,
What does it save? Wisdom save. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think giant rats have a bonus to their wisdom. They do not. That's an 11.
That's a fail. They take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Jeez. Good grief. Yeah. So this one drops as well, seemingly of some sort of heart attack or spasm as it's like foaming out of the mouth.
Your little bing.
Yes. And that is when you guys miss the third one behind you, because I'm going to make that attack. As Winnie, in fact, feels a sort of scraping and the like. What is Winnie's? AC 18?
Yeah.
Good night.
I'm a centaur cleric with chainmail and a shield.
True. True. No, it can't get through. But it's trying to, right? It's trying to find like a place.
Well, hi there, little guy.
Searching with its almost 2 human hands to get at you.
You need to like simmer on down now there. Just calm down.
So yeah, it is sort of behind you. Anyone trying to get back there, you can make like an acrobatics check to try to like force your way, contort. But it's second round, top of the order. Anybody have fast actions?
I do.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I am taking a fast as well, so y'all get to resolve first.
Well, I'm just gonna turn on the one that attacked our flank, or at least Winnie's flank,
Yes.
and fire off another firebolt.
It's illegal to eat horse meat.
Canada.
Does a 16 hit?
16 does in fact hit.
Then it takes 9 fire damage to its almost human eyes.
The smell of burning rat in here has gotten really rank.
She told you to simmer down now.
Yeah. So, in other words for wear, there is a thank you, Hecubus. It seems as though the way is clear between you and the cellar. Anybody gonna stick around and do anything else with these Grendleroots?
No. See, we can take care of ourselves, Lowe's.
Yeah. See, we had that under control.
All right, but you see what happened? We worked together.
Yeah.
So we don't need to be going all off again. That's twice now, Gwen. You've gone all off.
But what was the first time?
Originally. Y'all tried to leave me behind. You didn't think I noticed.
Oh, that time.
Does your head do that thing where you can like spin it around? Is that what you did?
He like turns his head like the opposite direction that he needs
Like
to.
an owl.
To
Yeah.
turn back to Jess. I don't know what you're talking about.
See,
I imagine Primer like Rob, like, from Nintendo.
Mhm.
Rob. I don't know why.
He's like a cross between Bending Rodriguez and like a Super Mario brother.
I love that.
Like Mario. He's like you put Mario as Bender. It's something like that.
I love
That
it.
sounds amazing.
Excellent.
Fan art?
Yeah, I mean, clearly. So you guys good to go on? You want to break? It's Saturday morning. Like we can take 2 or 3 minutes to stretch our legs and the like. But mostly that's that's a cue for me. I'm going to stand up here a second. But if we'd like, I was going to say now would be a good time before we get into the tower, if there was any kind of break that y'all wanted to
Take
take.
a sip of water. Sure.
sure.
There you go. Hydrate. There you go.
Hydrate.
All right.
Actually, I do need to relieve my my hydraulics unit. Right quick.
Oh, all right then. We'll just hold up for a second.
Need to take a biomechanical break.
Right. All right. So we'll wait here for just a second. But yeah. So y'all planning on just I don't know. I ask this because I played too much, I think, with Lindy to not ask what y'all's plans are. Because
What?
yeah, what are you going to do with that disintegrate, Lindy?
I have no
Oh.
idea. I'm waiting for the right opportunity.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd use it on that stone door, but
Yeah, right.
Is my
Right.
thunder wave
yeah, right.
just like a magic?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's I don't know that I think I probably wouldn't like let it be counterspelled or anything because you're not. It lets you create
Can't
that
counter
effect.
spell. We're
Okay.
not level. We don't have third level.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's right.
if-
y'all.
Ooh,
We're
if
not
we have,
level 6.
we
I
Or 5.
love first level D&D. Come on, there's like you could die at any
it's so
minute.
scary.
It's so
Any moment.
scary. I love it.
Keeps you on edge.
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought for some reason it was part of my earring.
It's
But
sort
never
of like it's an effect produced once by your earring, and then you'll just have
okay.
the earring.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And they're kind of like the mountain is thick with them. They're all over the place. These
Mhm.
sort of like half decayed magic doohickeys. I don't know what I was trying to say. Yeah. So it's like that. Widgets, relics, as it are.
love that.
Let's see.
It's more reason to go down there, find more of these weird little things.
Yeah. Let's see. So Hecubus has told me that there could be a break graphic, but I'm seeing that we don't have a break graphic. So welcome back, Primer.
Well, thank you for having me back.
We missed you.
Gotcha. That's all right. That's all right. Yes. So, yeah, my attention only splits so many ways before it's useless pudding. So yeah, you guys are about halfway through this tunnel, having defeated some smelly rat monsters, really, because they're like way bigger than rats, and can see the purple light through a broken wall, sort of shedding or shining down the tunnel at you.
Okay, this is just a shot in the dark.
Oh, do you need some more light?
But no.
Do you need to be able to see in the dark?
Oh no. It was a joke.
Okay.
But
Oh.
it wasn't funny, so I guess it wasn't. But anyway, but you know how like the weird purpley stuff that was in those rats, but then there's that purpley stuff that's over there. That's probably not related,
Do you
right?
think they ate it?
Oh, maybe. I mean, they'll eat anything.
Well,
They tried to
I
eat
mean,
us.
I don't know. I don't know if you noticed their eyes and maybe their hands, but they could
They
be
were very
related.
grabby.
They did say some people came in here a few days ago.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
There are a lot
I mean,
of screaming.
They could have transmorphic properties. We don't know. We're gonna have to maybe
I
try to
can't-
catch a live sample, reverse the polarity.
yeah.
Maybe we
Oh,
can figure it
yes.
out.
Well, they're
All
dead
right.
now, so
Well, let's just keep our scientific wits about us as we continue forth and try to figure out this mess.
Yeah. You're just a bunch of late adolescent, adventurers digging around, fighting rats and everything. Come on. So I'm assuming it's Jess and Gwen in the front, followed by Primer and Winnie taking up the rear. And in that sense, Jess and Gwen, you get through, come out of this tunnel, and it's sort of like the whole sort of wall section and part of the floor is like collapsed inward. There's a lot of rubble you have to climb over. And you see in front of you this scene of a kind of this piece of a Grendleroot that has grown up in the middle of this, almost like a circle of some kind. Not sure if it has any significance or anything, but it's like perfectly pierced through it. And out of that comes the violet light that shoots up through the tower. It looks like it's broken through some of the levels, as you can sort of see the next one above you at an angle. In this room, there is a sort of clearly some kind of religious statue or something, but it looks as though its head and hands have been removed, broken off. Otherwise, it's wearing like monk vestments or priestly vestments. And yes, yes, for it's got a lot of stock in monk vestments. It's sort of like this cracked stone altar that you can see. Anyone proficient in religion here? Yeah, you would recognize it as sort of the goddess of light, one of her many manifestations. And then what you can see, though, is it looks like there's something either painted on it or maybe in the crack, like somebody tried to repair it or something, because there's like these dark smudges and kind of just like drain marks or something on the statue near the cracks of it.
I'll get closer and examine that.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely want to see what that is.
God, maybe someone didn't like this. Maybe they thought they took the hands and the head.
Well, that's very rude.
so rude.
And as you step into the room, you can see, now to sort of get a full picture of it, that on the far side of the Grendleroot that's glowing violet, there are a couple of bodies lying sort of face down, like prostrate, arms outstretched, with like facing the root.
Oh.
Huh.
I think we found the screaming. Oh.
Good golly.
Oh, no.
Hmm.
Do you think it was the rats?
Could have been. They're very grabby.
They were very grabby with their grabby little hands.
Ugh.
I don't like the looks of this, kids.
Is this some this looks like, I look at Winnie. Is this some sort of ritual or something? They, like the way that look at them. They're like laid
It's
out.
awfully bizarre how they are just positioned in such a manner in reference to
Yeah.
Shit.
My parents told me
Also,
about like
notebook.
all sorts of like rituals to like dark gods, and like, is this what this looks like?
But this
No.
is supposed to be the goddess of light.
But it has no head. It's not.
Good heavens.
Now,
Getting ahead of ourselves.
are they equidistant? Like, does my robotic brain looking at this scene, is there a symmetry to it, or are they all like
Gotcha.
on one side?
No, there is no symmetry to it. They're both kind of, one of them's further back, and like just because y'all are still sort of at the entrance to this room. Nobody said they've gone in yet. You can tell there's maybe like dark stains on its clothing. The other one, I don't know, give me a perception check because y'all been standing here a minute, kind of whispering back and forth. Everybody can make me one as well as y'all assess the situation.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
14.
16.
It's a little light blind because I'm casting light, so it's hard for me to see.
Sure.
Ironically.
Jess, you think that the one that's closer to her, you're pretty sure you saw it breathe. The body breathe.
She'll like kind of stoop forward and kind of narrow her eyes. Like, I don't think that one's dead. It might be the light, but I think I saw it move.
Gasp.
All right. Well, we've got to go in then.
You want me to check it out?
Winnie will step into the room.
Oh,
Are there anything is there anything in the room casting shadows, like pillars or rock formations or anything like that?
Looks like there's a pile of rubble in the far corner, right of where you're at. There's some shadows, but really the pillar kind of dominates this otherwise empty room.
Okay.
One final feature that I forgot to mention was that there are a set of stairs leading upwards past the pillar.
Well, Winnie,
Not sure if
know you and your nature.
Yeah.
But just be careful.
Hecubus, if you have not already, the picture of the altar, both as a map and then for an evocative image. If you, at your own good time, Hecubus. So.
Aziz, light.
Yes. So, there you are. You said Winnie is walking in. Jess just already walked in, and I didn't hear anything from Gwen or Primer.
Primer's going to actually move over to the rubble and kind of get behind it.
Okay.
I'll walk in.
While still casting light into the room.
Gotcha. And Gwen's going to walk in. Okay. So this all sounds like it's all kind of happening at once. And anybody trying to be quiet, or Jess is?
Jess is kind of getting in kind of like a low kind of like crawl walk.
This is a stone floor, and I have hooves. Stealth is not my forte here.
Sure.
Well, hey, Winnie, you should still give it a go. Did you know if you walk on the sides of your hooves,
That's so bad for your ankles.
Well, yeah, but it's a little bit quieter. Do you have disadvantage on stealth?
I don't think I do with chainmail.
Oh, well, never mind.
I forget what chain.
It's good advice. I have a thing where I can mess with advantage and disadvantage. So
look at my equipment.
Is it the full suit or just the shirt?
It's just the shirt. Yeah, so it's fine.
Barding.
Yeah.
Chainmail.
Doesn't cover the horse part.
Yeah. I mean, I think the hoofs on stone is enough for disadvantage.
So yeah, if you just do this thing where you walk on the heels of your hooves, you'll be a lot quieter.
All right, I'll give it a try.
So when you have a feature called restoring the balance, so you rolling with disadvantage, you can ignore the disadvantage.
Okay.
I mean, you roll twice. Yeah.
Okay.
Ignore it.
Just ignore it. Okay. As if you had advantage.
Well, no,
that will
you just
be a 10.
Gotcha. Okay.
I tried to stealth as well. I got a win.
Got a 18 for stealth.
All right. So
I got a 10.
Jess, you're sort of first up there, and maybe that's why you're able to react sooner. You're able to because the person starts to get up, and as you kind of get a better look at their features, see this woman who's very she's clearly in need of some nourishment and TLC, and it also looks like she's got these dark liquid smudges that are weeping out of her eyes. Like she's been crying, but the tears have been, inky. Sort of a dark gray, black smudge. So you're able to find a hiding spot. You'll be hidden for the time, and then it is really Gwen is the one that seems to have attracted her attention, because she's like, it's like she's looking at Gwen and kind of like, Winnie, you're in her eye line, but she doesn't seem like she's paid attention to you yet. And what Primer, had you entered the room at all?
Yeah, no, I snuck in. I got a 10 as well. And I was working my way along the wall to the rubble.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like,
so
basically kind of keeping an eye on everybody.
Sure. She sort of stands up and is like, tell me, you've been brought here as well, haven't you? You've heard the song and dreamt those strange dreams. And she's sort of talking. That's the deep voice that she has.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I actually just kind of came here, like, because I wanted to. And I don't think I've ever had any weird, strange dreams. But do you need help? I have a tissue, if that helps. She, like, takes out, like, a little cloth.
So you can, you see as she stands up, she's got this dirty tabard on. That has like a bronze lion, like, and
I didn't get
rampant.
that last part.
Sorry, I didn't
It's
hear
like,
that.
how
it's
does the
like
bronze
you hear
lion
it goes,
go?
and so you would know from being from around town that the Bronze Lions are a fairly famous and well-known adventuring company here. They sort of like provide guards for some of the merchants, lead expeditions, and like her name's maybe, I don't know, Anne, Alice, Audrey, something. But yeah, she's got a wild look in her eye as she's approaching you and is like, my child, you only need to open yourself to its call to hear it, and it's a freeing, wonderful thing.
Can you describe it to me in detail?
A song sent out into the void that will draw in our salvation. You only need to listen to it and add your voice to it to seek its benefit. She's coming towards you, like imploring you, like, do this to save your life, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I've always wanted to join a band, but what kind of music exactly? Is it like metal? Like usually what dwarves play?
No, nothing.
Classical.
It is a
Gnome swing.
discordant chiming. Listen, and you'll hear it. Yeah. And do you try to listen?
Yeah, I mean, she's just kind of like doubtful. She's like, I haven't heard any music at all. So I'm just kind of like, I don't approach her, but I'm just like, huh.
Let's see. Give me a straight wisdom roll. We're gonna
straight wisdom.
Yeah.
7.
You can tell that there's like, you ever been around a dog whistle?
Yeah.
As you're like, you can tell that something's happening, kind of, but you can't hear it. It's just like it's like you feel the space around it or something. So if you concentrated more, if you like quieted down, and I don't know if that's possible for a barbarian, but like if you just quieted down a minute, got some inner peace, you might be able to hear it.
You know what? Come to think of it, what was your name again?
Alice.
Alice. What a beautiful name. I'm really trying my best here, and I kind of hear like a loud, quiet silence, if that makes sense. But you know what? There's so much going on in here. Lots of issues, that I just can't put my finger on it.
Issues?
Yes, issues.
What issues?
Oh, usual teenage angst.
I see.
You were probably my age once.
Yes, I was.
Were you rebellious and you like to hit and kill stuff and you dreamt of being a gladiator someday and fall in love?
I know, but I had a friend who became a gladiator, and she seemed to really like it. But I have. Wait, have you? Why did you come here? Have you come here to answer the call? Do you hear it?
Didn't we just go over this?
Who are you? You must listen carefully. And she gets like super intense now, is like trying to keep constant eye contact. She's wanting to do like the hold hand kind of thing. I don't know if you let her.
No, she kind of
6 foot
approaches
distance.
me. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Centaur.
Listen, I'm not one to be all grabby and stuff. There was like some grabby hands back there. Not a fan. Kind of keep my space in this time because
I'll pause real quick because I want to know what the rest of y'all are doing during this exchange. Just kind of taking a moment or two.
I want to examine the statue, see what that substance is on it. On the altar. I'll figure that out.
Okay.
Sure. Primer is intensely watching the interaction between Gwen and this woman, and his hand is up and his arc torch is prepped, and he's just like about to like be like.
Are you trying to like?
He's
Are you on the down low with it, or?
I mean, his programming has taken over. He's not really thinking about stealth. Okay. He's the chaperone. He's got to keep these kids safe, and now he doesn't like what he's seeing here. These people, you don't worship something until you're almost dead for good reasons. And if this person is coming at one of his charges, then that's why he's charging the arc torch. So yeah, he's not really being stealthy about it, but he's not saying anything yet.
Gotcha. All right. So
otherwise, kids don't develop if they don't overcome problems themselves.
Yeah, I think if
part of the long-term protection.
If whoever in this room can see Jess is just like looking concerned. She's like making the motion. She's like, should I?
All right. Yes. Is she? Yeah. Let's see what happens real quick, because she seems to be paying. She doesn't seem to be paying Winnie that much mind, right? Because Winnie's like investigating things. Seems like she's interested to be here, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see how she reacts to Primer's kind of presence, and then she still has not seen Jess. You're still hidden. As she kind of like makes one of those wants to hold Gwen's hands, she turns like on a dime and looks at Primer and is just like, "You need to get out of here. You are not welcome. Leave." And she's like, clearly wishes you harm.
Ma'am, I don't want to do this. You're under the effect of some kind of trans-dimensional pyrofusion or something. I'm not sure. But you're going to have to step away from that child. She is currently in my care and charge.
She is mine. She has been here for me. She came to add a voice to the call. And she's like trying to stand between you and Gwen at this point. She's making a move to do that.
Primer's actually fine with that because Gwen knows how to swing an axe.
Clear line of sight.
Yeah, it's clear line of
sight.
You put her back to the barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Primer's just like, all things are transpiring according to protocol. And that's his internal dialogue right now.
I like peek out behind her like.
Yeah. I'm going to have
perceptible nod too.
Based on where y'all said you were and sort of the way the room's laid out, I'm going to let Jess and Primer make me a perception check. All this is kind of happening at once, and I want to see if you might notice something. Otherwise,
okay.
Let's see this, and we'll find out what happens.
Boom!
Ooh.
That is
what is that?
See the reflection in my glasses?
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
20.
Thank you.
It's a nat 20, so it's be 22.
19,
yeah,
20.
good, both of us.
Yeah, that other body is getting up jerkily and slowly.
Oh, yeah.
The angrier she gets, the surer it begins to move. Like at first, it just kind of like twitches, and now it's kind of like standing up, and it's like it's bloody. It's like face this all just desiccated and drained of life.
Oh.
Levels, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, and so it rises, and being a creature of darkness and necromancy, it begins its killing spree. Any fast actions? Just like the lady is right, like trying to come at Primer, the zombies coming over here. What do y'all do?
I'll do.
We'll
fast
consider
action.
ourselves an initiative.
Okay.
I didn't hear that, Anna. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. That I'm gonna do a fast action.
Okay.
Yeah, Primer is as well.
Cool. How about,
Yeah,
Jess
I
and Winnie?
think Winnie will fast action.
Fast action.
All right. Fast. In that case, I know I'm taking a fast with my with Alice. Excuse me, and I'm gonna rule that zombies can't take fast actions, so it's gonna slow. It's not a fast zombie.
28 days.
Right. So it sounds like everybody's doing fast. In that case, y'all make your rolls.
Sure.
All right. Is the zombie or Alice closer to me?
Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and say
I'm
Alice.
right next to the altar. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Okay.
Alice.
And she's gonna get a warhammer.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Her AC is otherwise
24.
15. So we got Winnie coming up with a hammer. Who's next?
Primer realizes like this is now with zombies is far more dire, and he clicks off the arc torch and touches his chest, and it kind of opens up, and you see like this pyramidal structure that has lightning arcing around it and like winding up and spinning up, and he's going to go ahead and cast Witch Bolt on Alice.
Nice.
It's obvious that you need an overriding shock. So do a little bit of
15
reset.
points of damage from my warhammer.
Ooh.
Fortunate.
Yeah,
There
it's
it
sort of
is.
Bieber on the back of the head, and she
Yeah.
goes flying. Let me see if she keeps concentration. Yes, she does. And she sort of like finds herself surrounded with Winnie, Gwen, and then Primer's not that far away. Neither is Jess. So we've got that was Winnie's action resolved. Primer, you using Witch Bolt?
Witch Bolt rolled 11, so it's a 16.
Yes, that hits.
All right, come on, baby. First round is 6 electricity damage.
6 electricity. Okay. All right, thank you, sir. And how about whoever's ready, Jess and Gwen?
All right. I think Jess notices that one getting up, so she had her bow, right? She takes her short bow and just takes a shot from hitting at it.
Gotcha. All right.
You're still attacking from stealth.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's what is that? Is that advantage?
Yep.
All right. Cool. I get special thing. Yeah. Oh, and I did need it. That was a 3 and a 15. So that is a 20, 30, 20. And short bow, toot, is, there we go, D6.
Sneak attack.
Yeah, D6, so 5. 9 points of damage. Just like a little, like, just from the shadows, like a little arrow, just like hits.
Did we lose Jim?
I think we did. Oh no.
He just looks disappointed at us.
No.
Jim stalled. The audience can hear me now. The rest of the adventure.
And he's gone.
Up,
And
he's back.
Oh, there he is. We
Wow.
won.
It's my game now.
We completed the whole tower.
Oh, y'all won. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
I'm in
won
the same
D&D.
spot. Oh, you're just. Oh.
Pruitt, you never looked
Pruitt.
so good. Let me move some cameras around.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see here. I'm a primer now, so I'm just gonna
Yes.
my
Hey,
witch bolt.
nothing changed.
Yep.
Boom. Yeah. So where I cut off was Jess, you had just rolled to hit, and then I didn't get what that to hit roll was.
Oh, it was a 30-20.
Oh yeah, that definitely is.
And it was combined with sneak attack damage, it was 9 points of damage.
And that's against Alice.
Oh, that's against the one that just got up, the other one.
The zombie then. All right. Excellent. And Anna, it is Gwen's turn then.
I got a 22 to hit with my great axe, but it's gonna be with the blunt side of it. And 12 damage, just like the back of her head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Listen, lady.
She's got a
The
lot
back
of.
of her
Save
head
you.
is being assaulted.
I mean,
Yeah,
and
it
and
is.
metaphysically as well, right? Like, so it's all right. So, it is. Everybody's taking their turn, and my guy survived, and I'm happy about that. So you guys are like surrounded her. She's taken several nasty hits, and is like seemingly in a panic. And as she starts like calling out in some strange eldritch language, and summons a sort of a spectral black sword that she uses to attack Gwen, and then turns her attention towards Winnie. And I need Winnie to make me a dexterity saving throw. Let's see. I might not hit Gwen. AC 15. No, the spectral spiritual weapon misses Gwen. And how about Winnie? Oh, you're muted.
16.
16, I do believe, yes, that is enough to pass the DC, in which case you do not take any damage from the necrotic flames,
Ooh.
the unholy flames that leap from her fingers. That is her turn. She sort of like backs away. She's got a crude weapon, looks like a broken haft of something that she's using, but is mostly wielding her magic. And the zombie then is going to lurch forward towards the first thing it saw, which was Primer. And because of this cramped space, it doesn't need to step very far. That is AC 16. Still got mage armor on? Yeah, I don't think so. That's just not good. Yeah, I'm going to say I didn't hit you because I did not roll well.
Yeah, it's the electrical oscillation of the witch bolt. It throws off gravity.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, that was a 7 to hit AC 16. So I'll let you make of that what you will. Second round then. And who's got fast actions for me? Sounds like we've got Jess, Gwen, Winnie.
Yeah, I'm just going to maintain the witch bolt, actually. I'm not going to move.
Okay, so that's fast as well. All right, then. So while Primer is working out how much damage the witch bolt did, why don't we go Gwen, Jess, Winnie?
Sounds good.
7.
7 damage. It drops, fried. So Gwen.
So as the sword kind of misses me, and I kind of like, but listen, lady, we're just trying to save you here. I'll join your band after, but only if I play the drums. Okay. And then I go to hit her in the back of the head again with my great axe.
The blunt side.
Blunt side. Yep. That is an 8.
AC 15. Although,
Please don't get mad at me.
Still AC 15.
I just missed.
All right. Okay. So, Jess.
Yep, Jess is gonna get ready another shot. She's gonna be like, "Hey, knock off that magic stuff. We're just trying to be nice." That is a 21.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
And you're right. She is currently in combat with two of my friends. So hey. Ooh, okay, so that's 9 plus 12 points of damage.
Ooh. Yeah, that is, she sort of like staggers back, is clearly losing hard, and there's not much fight left in her as she staggers back from that. Winnie,
She'll make a rude gesture at her as she like gets another arrow ready.
Okay. She's like,
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of these holy fires that you got going on, so I'm gonna just go for another Warhammer strike.
All right. Let's see. Let's see.
21.
21 hits. Miraculously, she has maintained concentration on Shield of Faith. Not that it has helped her.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. Yes. 7 points. Are you attempting to slay her or knock her out?
I think after the unholy fire came out, she is not going for non-lethal, so she was attempting to slay.
Okay. So as your Warhammer comes down...
This is bad news.
Right. Alice crumples underneath it. Now you can tell that she is not dead, aka she had 7, you dealt 7. But she's not going to be long for this world unless she seeks some kind of medical or spiritual healing, maybe both. But currently there are no more enemies in the room.
Wow, nice.
Oof. Wow, what the hell was that?
I think she might be a cultist of some sort, just spitballing here.
I assume so.
Yeah, the magic sword was definitely a tip off.
The band thing.
And unholy flames.
Zombie.
Was I ever able to determine, DM, what substance is on the statue on the altar?
Yeah, it's sort of this oily, oily substance. It seems to be leaking out of the cracks, and like that seems like its source is there. And similarly with her, it seems as though that's like her tears. It doesn't seem like something rubbed on her face. It looks like something coming out of her tear ducts.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go up and assess these cracks and see their.
Yeah. Does this
And-
substance look similar to the film that was on top of the water in the other room?
Yeah, it looks like it's more concentrated sort of form of that. Yeah.
I think you think it's maybe leaking through these cracks?
I believe maybe potentially
Hmm.
seeping out of somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Jim, I'm gonna find one of the smaller cracks, and try to not touch the statue where there is substance, if that is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Take this.
And I'm gonna cast mending.
Okay.
Ooh.
And just see if it's possible to
Seal it.
as I place my hand on the crack, and try to do some healing.
It begins to patch up that particular crack. I mean, it'd take a while to get through it. You'd imagine it would take at least 2 or 3 applications of it, and just some time assessing which ones, aka about 10 minutes.
Well, do y'all want to take like a short rest here, maybe?
I mean, I don't need it, but I think this statue we should stop it from leaking. That seems like a bad thing.
Well, it did inspire these people to worship it until they were dead. So
yeah, that's it. Maybe there's the fumes coming off of it or something. It doesn't seem healthy. This seems unsanitary.
And while I do not worship this goddess or god,
Same.
I do understand that this is some kind of desecration. So
Yes, opponent would not approve.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do an acidalysis on this and see if I can't patch her up.
Sure.
Take 5-6 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll
What's everybody
assist with. I'll just assist with best I can because I have guidance. So basically, here, how you go.
Yeah. You could also, like, if you want to do that, if you wanted to like attempt a Arcana or religion sort of roll, just to like determine where the best place to go.
Yes, I would like to attempt a religion roll.
Okay. And then you were doing Arcana, I believe, primer. Is that what you said?
14.
14.
16.
16. See, the both of you come away with the impression that like this thing was cracked as a consequence of the root that's sort of in front of it, and that if that were dealt with, this would really be repaired. Like you can patch it up and get it so that it's at least functioning as like a shrine. But like to really repair it, you get the impression you have to deal with that root, or at least the light. Because normally the roots don't grow. Like you've never heard of one that glows. This is new.
It seems interesting.
Mm-hmm. So what does everybody else do in that hour-ish? with Charlie down there.
Jess do as what her parents taught her to, was to always check the bodies once they're done.
All right. So you going? Which one are you checking first?
I'm gonna check the woman that we, because she seemed to be the one at least of more interest.
She seems to be just knocked out. And otherwise is like breathing shallowly. She's clearly got a lot of wounds on her and like, but for the moment none of them appear to be fatal. None of but she's out cold.
Let's see what you have in your pockets, if anything.
She has what looks like a small idol that was taken from this shrine here, as well as just like a lot of odds and ends type stuff that you'd find on a typical adventure. There's like iron spikes and like an empty water skin, that kind of thing. She is wearing armor, I believe. Looks like leather armor. And other than that, you find just a curious scribblings. It looks like pages from an old book or something, or like it's not paper. It's like somebody's using this substance as paper. And it's just filled with the crazy writings of someone talking about a call and the light.
She'll hold up the journal and just, I think you might be right. Look at all about the cult thing. These writings mean nothing. Also, I think I might have found something for that. Maybe this goes on the statue. She'll throw it to Winnie.
Try.
Looks like it was like a votive, like an offering kind of thing that was there. You know, you could use it as a holy symbol if you wanted. You recognize it as something like that.
Interesting.
You don't get the impression that it's vital for the altar, but who knows? So yeah, what are y'all gonna head back outside? You're gonna head up the stairs. What's y'all's play?
Yeah, up.
Going up.
Now, I'm not a big fan of stairs, but
Yeah, but you can take them slowly, I think.
Yeah.
I think Gwen would help you.
Yeah. So as you...
They just make me nervous. I don't want to take a time.
There's no rail either.
It'll be okay.
Oh,
There's no... It just is wide open.
take the lead.
No handrails.
No. You come up in the northwest corner of a square room. You can see a large stone door, like the back of one, immediately to the south. Otherwise, there's a staircase leading up across the room to your right, and then like a throne or some kind of like chair on a raised dais. But the other thing that you notice are 3 dead bodies, or at least they appear to be dead, in the tabards and dark stains surrounding the hole in the floor through which the violet light shines up through. So we've got a chair, staircase up, bodies, light, stone door.
I'm gonna check these bodies.
3
Does
more
this
of
look
them.
like the back of the stone door that we saw from outside? Okay.
Yeah. And you didn't drop that far down, like when you crawled down into the tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay. The bodies appear to be well and truly deceased, although they've similarly look like they've just been drained. Like you don't see any wounds on them other than like where they would have leaked once they died, but they just look completely just sallow, sunken cheeks, the like.
Okay. They're dead. For sure.
For sure.
How long
Sure.
have they been
Sure.
dead?
Weeks.
Okay.
They've been dead weeks.
Good.
My
'Cause
calculations.
I'm just
and this-
because the nice gentleman outside said that about 3 days ago people went in and then screams. I wanted to make sure this wasn't them.
Oh, I think it was the maybe heard downstairs.
I'm hoping that's what it was, but it never hurts to be sure.
There's so many bodies here.
Mm-hmm.
I failed to mention here real quick, but there are also like statues, decorative elements. Like this is clearly some sort of grand audience chamber, and is so there's like fading frescoes, toppled statues, and the like. So it's quite a carnal and gruesome scene amongst the opulence.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they are deceased and appear to be dead much longer than they were said to be in the tower.
And you said the staircase across the room is up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I vote that we follow the light and keep going up, but I leave it up to the group. This is y'all's adventure. I'm just making sure you come home safe.
I mean, if you insist. And then Gwen just starts kind of like walking fast up the stairs.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh wait, Winnie, did you need help?
Oh, yeah. Just take the lead. I'll be right behind you.
Okay.
Yeah, so you see, like passing by,
Just hug
get a
the
better
wall.
right when he gets a better view of the frescoes that are there. There are all these frescoes of like dark robed mages summoning fiends and erecting magical towers and things like that.
Yeah,
that kind of thing. It's their own. It's their propaganda.
I'm thinking maybe this tower corrupted the root that came through. Just off the vibes I'm getting off these frescoes.
That's very astute.
Yeah, that is very astute. I like that theory. That not necessarily hugging the wall, you get a better view of the statues, and they depict a bunch of paladins and priests. They've got the tabard of the Order of the White Sun, which is a fairly well-known order of paladins, do-gooders, things like that. And so they stand almost like flanking that throne. But as you cross over them, you get to the other staircase, and like the other, it leads upwards with no safety rail.
This would never pass inspection nowadays.
No, it's evil. It's an evil place. So of course not.
How they weed out the weak ones.
Yes, exactly. All right, y'all headed up. Everybody, it sounds like nobody's stopping to further investigate. So
I just make notes as I slowly go up the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, this is one of those things where it's like, as far as you know, nobody goes in here. Like, you've never heard of anybody going in here. It wasn't until it turned purple that anybody decided to come check this place out. So, you pass through, you find that time has not been kind to the tower's upper floors. You can see all sorts of collapsed walls. These are the inner walls that surround this, or that encompass the second level here. There's all sorts of like cracks in the stonework and just like damage from having sit underground for like 900 years or so. As you are coming up, you are sort of like coming into the northwest corner, I guess. Coming into one of the upper corners of the square. And if Hecubus would be so kind as to display the map that is on the right of the top. Or sorry, the left of the top. You got the right one, Hecubus. I gave you the wrong command. Yes, so thank you. Ever the loyal and faithful servant. Yeah, that is it. Thank you. But yeah, you can tell that there are other skeletal bodies up here. There is a hole in the floor through which violet light shines through. But this lacks the opulence and sort of faded glory of the first level.
Now, as we're getting higher up, is the light getting any brighter or dimmer, or is it maintaining the same kind of glow?
It's never been constant. It's always sort of wavered and pulsed light, but it doesn't appear to have any kind of pattern. However, though, I would like everyone to make me a wisdom check.
Okay.
Just straight wisdom.
Thank goodness I'm a cleric.
Okay. Yep. Kind of a little bit. Please.
That is
cool.
Just a wisdom check.
18.
22.
22. Nice. And how about Jess and Primer?
20.
20.
Got a 3.
Nice. So Primer is not going to know at all what I'm about to talk about. So so Gwen, Jess, and Winnie, as you come up, you're like, oh, is this light? It looks like you realize that you've been aware of a background noise. You know how when there's like construction outside or something, it's like, oh yeah, I've been hearing this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this discordant chiming, like somebody just shaking a wind chime made of like those big organ tubes.
Ooh.
And so it has these variable notes and the like. It sounds utterly like just noise. And it's quite uneasy. It just makes you feel a little uneasy. So yeah, what would y'all like to do? This level appears to be empty.
Maybe we should just make sure we're not missing anything. You know, check these rooms up here.
Yeah. Do you all hear that noise?
Yeah, like it sounds like it's an awful wind chime.
Good, because I thought I was the only one. I mean, being wolfish and stuff, you kind of hear things that people don't hear, like those horrible whistles. But that's concerning that you all hear this.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, my audio receptors are not picking up anything.
Oh,
Maybe
maybe it's at a pitch that they're not acclimated to.
That lady down there, cultist lady down there, she said something about that, right?
Yeah,
Noise?
she told me to listen to
She
the
did
music.
say, yeah, but I wouldn't classify this as music, but
It's pretty bad music. Maybe it's
definitely
a good thing I didn't join your
noise.
band.
Well, kids, you're all hearing music now?
Oh god.
well, music.
Oh no, is it that tone where you get if you're an adult, you can hear it and all the kids can?
Right.
You damn kids, stop listening to that music. I'm telling you right now.
I don't think you have a choice.
Right.
That devil music.
I mean, yeah.
You better turn that devil music off. I'm gonna ground you to your room.
Oh,
You're not
funny
my
that I
dad.
can't hear it anymore. Let me see if I can find the
Your
source.
toe is still tapping. I see your hoof down there.
It's a nervous twitch I have.
Why is it in perfect 4/4 time then, huh?
Because I was in marching band for 3 years.
Ooh.
I did the
Centaur
batons.
marching band.
That sounds badass.
Doesn't it though?
It really does, yeah.
I was in
The
color
percussion
guard too.
section is also the tap dancing section.
Yeah. They just really just, I could use my hooves. Yeah. I was really good in the parades.
Very good. Do y'all check out any of the stuff that's in here? It looks like
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Yes, we do.
give us a look over.
And in case I forgot, there is a staircase heading up,
Mhm.
sort of opposite where the other was.
We look at that last.
All right. So yeah, but it looks like there's 3 rooms in here
One
that are
for
in
each
various
of us.
states of disrepair. All right. I got a north one, an east one, and a west one. Looks like the east one has a big hole in the floor.
Oh, nope, not that one.
I'll
I weigh
take
a
the big
lot
hole
more
one.
than the rest of y'all do. Except
Okay.
maybe Primer.
I'll stay centralized and keep a lookout.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then, so we've got Jess going to the east one, checking out that hole. And you kind of like look down and it looks like there was another hole on the first level, maybe hidden behind a statue or something. And it goes straight down to that rubble pile in the cellar.
I guess I'll check out. You said there was a north one?
Mhm.
I'll check out the north one.
Okay. This one looks like an old busted bedroom. There are a couple of the skeletons nearby here, and they look like they have faded, not really faded actually. There's no sunlight. Actually look like they have dirty white tabards on that are just old, like creased and stiff with blood.
Was there another one?
Yes, there's a west one as well.
I'll do west.
And as you are investigating the west room, it looks like a lot like the north room, other than it being in the best state of repair. Like all of the walls are intact on it, but the bed's all old and busted. Somebody's changed the straw out of it, and there is another one of those skeletons with a sort of a faded, dirty white tabard on. The Bronze Lions had a burgundy tabard, by the way.
I would like to inspect it further. I get close and I don't touch it, but I'm just like,
It's good.
Yeah.
Don't
So
touch
it's
dead things.
so it looks like it's got a like a sun or something on it. It actually looks a lot like the statues that you walked past on the first level. And but it's old. It's like completely desiccated, and it's like old rats have been gnawing on it, things like that. But it's sort of like pointed at a section of, like it's oriented towards a section of the wall. Like it was running towards, like it was running into the room, kind of. You see what I mean? Like its feet are near the door.
interesting. Very interesting. You said there was a bed?
Mhm.
Can I look under the bed? There's always monsters and stuff under bed, so I might as well check.
Yeah. And it's just like a bunch of straw falling out of it and the like. Although looks like tucked up underneath the bed is a small key.
Oh.
Right, just like a small, like a little bitty one that's like tucked underneath it.
Interesting. I go and grab it. If I can.
Yeah, easily.
I found something.
Oh, what'd you find? I just found
Oh.
a big hole in here. There's nothing else. Find anything?
Nice.
I found some skeletons.
Nice. I did too, but just one. And
Oh.
a key.
Oh,
It's shaped like almost like an Allen wrench, like a hex wrench, where it's got like a
Oh.
crook.
Oh yeah, that's a flugel binder. Mm-hmm.
A flugger hoodoo?
Exactly.
Interesting. That's a cool
Well, let's
name.
find the flugel binder hole, and we can flugel it.
Yeah.
find some stuff.
Are y'all searching the room, or are y'all? what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the
I'm
four
searching.
of you, taking your
Find the
time to search
flugel
the room.
hole.
You find there's in the back wall, there is a perfect, like, dull metal circle between the cracks of two of the bricks that you could insert the key into if you wanted.
Jess just gets really excited. Oh, look, it's a thing. Maybe the thing goes in there.
hmm
Mm.
It does.
Insert the flugel binder.
Mm-hmm.
Flugel
Um,
flugger
Flugel.
being inserted.
Flugel the hole.
Everybody just watch out. There's some parents told me about like traps and stuff.
Yeah. So, are you checking for traps, Jess?
I am
she'll,
not.
yeah, she'll just check. Be like,
Okay.
parents tell her dad told us gotta check for traps every time.
Uh-huh.
I make it dramatic and slow as well.
That is
It's always a trap.
efficiency. 12?
So, I mean, other than a lot of dust and the like, you don't
Mhm.
see anything. Doesn't look like there's any tripwires or anything. You do get the impression this is a very complex door.
Mhm.
And as Anna or Gwen, you go to open it.
Yeah.
You like lock it. And you can feel it like float on a hinge or something. It's actually not very difficult at all to lift. And it's like it kind of comes up like a garage door. And beyond is a golden statue similar to the one in the cellar, who on her two palms there's a sword with like a gold flame type hilt and a perfectly clean, unmarred blade.
Oh my god. Everything in my being is telling me to grab that sword, but I know you guys like checking for stuff.
Oh, look at that. I've heard things like this. It's like you. Maybe it's
gonna grab
magic. Maybe it's magic. Yeah, grab.
I'm gonna grab it. And then I just like go and
How's it
like,
feel? How's it feel?
Well,
You feel magic?
You know its name is Gold Kiss. Like, you don't know how you know that.
Yeah.
You just know it.
This is Gold Kiss. It's our new friend.
Ooh.
You
I
should
don't know how
avoid
I
touching your face
know
or
that.
mouth with it.
Mhm.
Maybe it's good. Maybe it's super good.
Wait, Gold Kiss, what if I find my true love
No.
with this sword?
You might.
Wait. Does this sword tell us who our future? Is that what it's telling?
Wait, I don't know. You hold it. Does it tell you anything? Do you hear voices? Music?
No.
You already knew its name was Gold Kiss.
Just its name.
But you're just like more certain of it now. Like, it is Gold Kiss.
It is. Yeah. Anyone else? I mean, it's not working for me.
Primer, you try it.
Yeah, I'm not proficient with those. I haven't been programmed properly.
Okay.
Cool.
But be careful. You just shouldn't just pick up things without, checking with your You're a local wizard or seer.
I know, but I mean, something as cool as this doesn't.
Wait.
Like,
Swing it around a few times. See if it does anything. Yeah.
Primer's going to look at the statue and just kind of give it a once over.
Yeah, I want to look at the statue too.
Yeah, it sort of like looks like a whole intact version of the
Oh.
sort of like a more warrior and martial version of the shrine that you saw, like armored instead of
This
just
one doesn't
robed.
seem desecrated. This is nice.
No,
yeah,
no, no.
this is a badass statue.
Yeah.
I also don't think it
Badass.
holds any magic or anything. I should look at it. It's like just a cool looking statue.
Yeah. Well, that at least sets Primer's circuits, on ease.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go ahead and say that Gwen can auto-attune to it because you don't want to have to take a short rest. And yeah. Are you guys good to play for a little bit longer? I know we're coming up on the 2-hour mark, but
good.
I know we didn't really set a time, but we'll keep playing until we're finished, which shouldn't be too long. So, anything else in this level you'd like to inspect?
And we found a cool sword. I mean, that's
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
very cool.
sounds like a
I
win.
just like keep swinging it.
yeah. We're just like
Yes,
it's very
like
So the only way to go now is the another staircase.
All right, let's keep going up then.
Yeah, I
Maybe,
think.
maybe we'll find the source at the top.
Yeah, and
Yes.
if we find anything, you get to hit it first. I want to see maybe it does something.
Oh.
Maybe it turns into gold. Who knows?
Maybe. Or it'll give us gold smooches.
you could get really rich with that way.
And if Hecubus would be so kind as to display for us that rightmost map as we ascend the tower here to the rooftop.
Ooh.
Yes, master.
Yes. And here in just a moment, perhaps Hecubus could have prepared the Starsong sphere as an image here pretty soon. So, as you break through the staircase and enter into the rooftop, ascend to the rooftop, you can see that you can see the entire cavern below you. It's actually a pretty good view of the city and Deep Delver's Enclave and everything. It's kind of one of the taller structures here. And the thing that dominates this rooftop is this large, like 2-foot diameter globe of some kind of crystal. And it's set within this swirled brass casing. And it's out of this that it's like channeling or concentrating the beam, because the beam no longer wavers and no longer flickers or anything. And it shoots straight up and looks like it just passes through the mountain. I'm not really sure how it's what it does when it gets to the ceiling, but
It's the photano-dimensional properties, definitely. It just passes between the space between things,
yeah,
Interesting.
exactly. And so that's what dominates this area up here. And let me see what else is going on. So those of you who have heard the call, it has become more intense. Like there's no mechanical effect to it. It's more just a constant sort of droning, chiming.
It's so loud up here.
Is there any like rubble up here, like planks of wood or something?
There looks like there's some. Yeah, there's just debris, fallen rocks from the ceiling and the like.
Okay.
But let's see what there's else. I don't believe that there is any other bodies. Surprise, surprise.
Okay.
For you guys to check out.
All right.
He's made it this far.
I think Winnie wants to find a piece of wood large enough, even if she has to go back downstairs and steal some from the bed or something, or the dresser, and just put it between the beam of light and the ceiling, just to try to be like, what happens if we just interrupt this beam of light?
Oh, sure. Give me a strength check.
Okay. I'm somewhat strong. That is going to be a 16.
Yeah, she managed to hold it in place. It's like holding a board in front of a fire hydrant almost.
Oh.
Like there's a clear motive effect. Like it's moving something. This light is, as the beam or the board you have is like wavering and almost like popped back, before you caught it. But it doesn't take long before it starts to splinter and break apart.
Oh, good heavens.
And disintegrate, as it were.
Oh,
Oh, I
Mm.
see.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. Don't
Fragments.
put your hand in
Yeah.
that light. I recommend.
not going to now.
Don't touch the light.
And as you sort of do this, a spectral form emerges from the globe
Oh no.
right in front of Winnie, as sort of like this ethereal being sort of
I
steps through.
drop the pieces over their left and just put my hands
And
behind my back.
in a
Hi there.
in a ghastly voice from beyond the grave, what are you doing here?
Chaos.
Oh,
No.
just visiting, seeing the sights, seeing what all this is about, trying to figure out, what's all going on here.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
You have not come to take advantage of this place.
We have no idea what it does, so no.
Take advantage of what?
I found a
Yeah.
cool sword though.
Yeah.
You bear the holy blade. Have you taken vows then? You one of our order. And he's like totally trying to approach his Gwen now.
I call it the golden smooch.
I'll
Yeah.
boot you with it.
So yeah, are you you presenting yourself as a friendly warrior and
Mhm.
well, if the blade accepts you, then your intentions must be pure. And it sort of like begins to back off and is now making a circuit around the crystal.
So, what's this thing do?
It is light that gives hope to this place, but it is corrupted. And that makes him angry. Like it just seems to.
How do we
ghosts are.
uncorrupt it?
And it's sort of like you see it try to, I don't know, fight something back. There's this emotion that ripples through the spirit that makes it.
It's all right.
sort of
Just
lash out.
take a deep breath. You got this. It's okay. We're here to support you.
Mhm.
You getting close to it would be against my purpose. But if you are truly intent on restoring this place, then
Purifying it of the evil. Yes.
make your attempt. And it disappears.
Wait, what were we
Wait,
fighting?
No,
again?
what did he mean?
Well, this crystal obviously is some kind of symbol for the goddess of light, and it's been corrupted, so that's why it's disintegrating the statue
Gotta
downstairs.
clean it. Yes. And it disintegrated the piece of wood
Yeah,
and
that-
all that.
that-
It's
Yeah, I
It's-
know.
it's-
That's good. You use the
Cleanse it.
scientific
That
method.
last part sounded really ominous. I don't like it.
Well, we got to find the source of this corruption.
mm-hmm. All right. Everybody, let's spread out and look for clues.
Primer is just looking for those roots.
Gotcha. You haven't seen any past the cellar.
Okay.
That was the last time you
Okay.
saw one.
Okay.
You can tell, and this was both from Winnie's sort of messing with the crystal, that there's like I don't know, it seems like the sphere is cracked. Excuse me. Like damaged.
Oh.
Other than that, there really is not anything else up here other than the crystal and then this ghost.
Well, the crystal's cracked. Perhaps it's seeping out fluid like that statue downstairs.
Mm.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Primer's going to go over there and investigate that, since that's what
I will cast guidance on our chaperone.
Yeah, I want to do. Yeah, I don't know if it'd be an Arcana check or what kind of check it would be, Jim. Looking for the source of this crack, if it could be repaired with the mending.
Hopefully Arcana, yeah. These are magical devices powered by ancient sorcery. So give me an Arcana roll.
Devices like such as these are what I've been most recently actually programmed to do.
Mhm.
So that's going to be that's 16.
So you've seen,
I just rolled a 4 on that D4. So.
I mean, you're pretty sure you can repair this in much the same way you did before, with someone sort of guiding you, your own intuition, and then mending. It would take a while to get through it, but you're pretty sure you can fix this one as well.
Okay. Well, I say we at least start with the crack and
Well,
then
if
go
any-
on from there.
Well, if anything, perhaps if there is some kind of corruption that has a will, fixing the crack might bring it out
Oh,
Ooh.
to defeat it.
perhaps that's the case.
I'll
Yeah,
be ready with this.
it's a good idea.
So yeah, he breaks out all his fingers, kind of break apart into little tools and stuff, and
Mhm.
he begins casting mending, as it were.
All right.
Assist and guide.
Okay.
Kind of is like a nano swarm, so it's
Mhm.
Iron
Oh, yeah.
Man,
Like
in
that's,
Infinity War in games. where he just-
Oh yeah.
yeah.
The thing.
Remember
I always
to
liked.
sanitize.
What was it? Ghost in the Shell, with the person's like their fingers break apart into
Yeah,
five
that's what-
separate
yeah,
fingers.
Yeah, no, that's yes.
like
Fingers
that.
are doing that, but a little
And then, like,
mist is
other little
coming out.
things.
Yeah, and it's literally just nano things just
Right.
getting it
It's
shut.
all around it. Ugh.
All around it. Yeah.
Like building Lilu in Fifth Element.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Gotcha.
Yes.
Exactly. As Primer seals up the crack, and who knew mending, right?
Well, I was like, we're gonna be in a thing. I'm like,
there's a wand of mending here in case you guys didn't have one, but you guys had it, so I was like, oh. But yeah, mending. I love it. And so as you heal up the crack, the light stops, and you can see something on the ceiling is faded violet for a second or two before it goes out. And then it begins to start glowing with a warm yellowish light,
Oh,
as if building up something. And very soon, a beam shoots down out of the ceiling and illuminates the globe, and it spreads the light that you are all familiar with, which graces Deep Delver's Enclave and reflects the light on the surface world above.
Did we do it?
oh,
That looks like a good thing.
that
This is
Yeah,
normal.
seems to
This
be
is
better.
normal.
Yeah, this is
Much better.
not scary.
So
Ghost
why do we don't need
reappears.
this?
Oh, hi there.
Right.
Yes, I am pleased. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what happened, but it corrupted the light of the tower which I am guarding. Thank you for your kindness and your bravery.
You're welcome.
Certainly.
Mhm.
We never. Sorry, I was terribly rude. I never introduced myself. I'm Winnie. This is Gwen. Yes, and Primer.
I am sovereign of the white sun. That
Oh,
and
years ago.
Mm.
you see, sort of like goes back, unless you want to keep talking to it, like tries to make a circuit of that globe again, and it
Mhm.
looks much less sinister now, whereas before it had this ghastly
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
spectral face. This is much more serene and calm, like a guardian spirit might be. So yeah, if you want to stick around and talk to it, it's perfectly happy to. But
Yeah.
at the moment, things seem normal. What do y'all do?
moment. Huh?
Did we
I'm
do
gonna have
it?
to pick a new bond.
Do y'all head downstairs?
I think. Is there anything we should know about this? Is there anything else we can do to help you out here with this tower?
I sense that the shrine has been repaired, and
Yeah, we fixed it on our way up
yes,
a bit.
Still functioning at 96%. I can come back and bump that up to 99. Now I don't know about 100, but it may
yes.
take about a week.
If you found time and were able to, that would please me greatly.
You
Hope to
also
restore
have
this place.
a large number of dead bodies in here.
Intruders, yes.
Yeah. What would you like us to do with them?
If you could remove them, that would be much
All
appreciated.
right. Good. Okay. Well, we should probably go take care of that then.
I'll take care of this. Don't worry.
You can see, you're like on the rooftop, and you can actually see that there's a group of people coming from Deep Delvers this way. like,
Oh,
like they're far in the
Oh.
distance, but like
We
the
weren't
light
supposed
has
to-
changed.
we weren't supposed to be out.
No.
Oops. Yeah, let's
You're
get-
asking for forgiveness, not permission.
Well, considering we took care of this whole incident, they'll probably be a little bit more lenient with you kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
It should be very grateful.
at least
Um,
let's go adventuring on our own, at least now.
Sweet.
That's true.
If Hecubus then would prepare Balin the Beardless, we'll get to see who is at the head of this.
And if
this
that
entourage, because
unconscious/dead cultist is down there, we'll take them out as
she is
well.
gone.
Oh,
like, did you-
dang
Oh,
it!
no.
We should have tied
Yes.
her up.
I rolled a 20 for my death
Oh.
save, and so she had one
Oh.
escape through the tunnel.
Oof.
I also rolled
Well,
18 on my deception. so-
We'll relay her description to the local authorities then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have her
it's you do have
Precious.
I took your diary.
Got
But the
evidence of
others
your
are still
handwriting. We got
the others are still
fingerprints. You
there.
best not come back around here again.
Actually, with the purple light gone, because as you descend the tower, it's gone out of the every level and everything. The root is still there, that Grendleroot piercing up through the
Mhm.
cellar, but it's no longer emitting that beam. And like a day later, Alice shows back up and turns herself in.
Okay.
And talking about how she was.
Do I
horrible.
try to disintegrate the Grendleroot?
That's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
One.
you know, thus far nothing has been able to damage it. So
Well, we might as well give it a try.
furthering
Yeah.
scientific knowledge.
Let's do
It's
it.
true, and
Yeah.
it is partially what disrupted the altar in the basement. So I will go down to the basement on our way out, and I think we should leave out the doors and say hi to that nice gargoyle again on the way out because proved him
agree.
wrong.
Oh yeah,
Probably
no,
lonely.
yeah, definitely lonely.
But yeah, I will cast disintegrate from my pipe on the Grendleroot. See if it
Yes.
works.
Yes. All right. Casting disintegrate. I'd like for you to roll me a d6, please.
Okay. Oh boy. Let's hope this isn't bad.
I hope it doesn't like prism out and just like all these tiny beams.
I don't know. It could.
I got a 4.
Nice. It does not beam back and reflect directly at you, but
Oh,
it's like
good.
to your left by about 5 feet, and it takes out one of the walls of the cellar. There's just a big chunk of it disintegrated.
Yeah, we should make a note to never do that again.
Never
No.
do that again.
No,
But
I'm
you know-
glad that was
I
us.
love playing with Lindy because no one else forces me to look up the rules for reflecting, and you got to go to the Tarrasque carapace for that, folks. So, yes, it reflects. It takes out a big chunk of the rock and cellar wall.
Okay.
And,
Well, now we know. We've furthered science.
Don't shoot beams at it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Science was had. Science was done.
the gargoyle's like, "What you taking out the cellar? Come on,
Yeah,
it takes
you know-
forever to come get all those stones. Like, how
I
you
have
gonna
already
do that to those
dedicated
people?
myself. I've already dedicated myself.
Yeah, we'll be coming back to
move
fix
on.
it up.
You better. Those were friends of mine.
Here, we'll see. That root disrupted the whole floor, which may have been your friends as well, and we were trying to remove it so that we could repair. And it didn't.
I get you. I'm not mad. I won't stay mad. And I don't have a name for it. I'm like Bruce or Ix or something. I don't know. We'll come up with something. Anyway. Unless you guys have anything else, we've got this entourage that is approaching you, led by Balin the Beardless. Now, Balin is the unofficial leader of this place, been around here since forever. Sort of a kind-hearted, indeed, beardless and bald dwarf who is a bit of an eccentric, huge coffee drinker and carries what he calls as the old man, which is that staff that he's got there. So he's sort of like, he's not like the town grump or anything. It's more just the kind of person that is not going to tolerate anybody breaking the rules around here and making this place, worse off for it. Very proud of this. And so he leads you with like the rest of them, the trade store there, the general store is there, because some of the guards are. They're like, "What? How did you kids get here? What are you doing over here? Primer, you're supposed to
Yeah,
We
no,
fixed that
after
light.
them."
We
kids,
fixed it.
kids, don't worry. Let me
You fixed the
let me-
light?
let me talk to him.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
First
Well,
off,
that's-
Primer's going to go up to the guy and kind of talk in a lower tone of voice. Listen, I understand just as much as you. These kids are unruly and out of control. Okay, probably they should be disciplined.
That's a little harsh, Primer.
But if you'll hear me out, I have never seen in my days more dedicated, more professional, and more motivated kids and in future adventurers. They did it all. They took care of it all. They fixed the temple. So, maybe like a week in detention and work on their form a bit.
I
It's a bit sloppy, but
no. I mean, I was gonna have someone look at it soon. I thought that I'd sent Alice and the Bronze Lions in there, but we haven't heard from them.
We found her.
If only you'd talked to me before you come in, I could have told you so many things.
Well, she was kind of a corrupt cultist at the time we found her, and it was bad.
Corrupted.
Yeah.
What happened? He wants to know all about it,
Listen to devil
I'll
music
hand
and
over
everything.
I assume on the walk back, she turned her notes into like an essay on the matter to turn in for extra credit, and she just submits the paper.
Right. Oh, I'll read this right away.
And I found this.
Yeah.
Wow. That looks
Pretty cool.
That's a wow. That was in there?
Yeah, it's my name.
Man. Oh gosh.
Finders keepers.
No, by the end of the whole story, he's more excited about the discoveries and the fact that you're safe and that it's fixed. And, you guys all be going on your own soon enough, maybe sooner. So, you know what? We'll just call it even, and I'm glad you weren't hurt.
And y'all see Primer standing over his shoulder, looking down at y'all, and he just kind of gives you a wink.
Right. Assistant principal. Unless there's anything y'all would like to do, I would say that is a successfully concluded D&D one shot. We got everything. We had the
Have
combat.
him sign off on my extra credit form.
There you go. The
High five.
We had the combat, the social role play, the interaction, the exploration. You got loot. Awesome. Let's go back through. The usual drill at these things. Just if you got something going on, let us know. Otherwise, we'll. Now's your chance to say farewell. Anna, we'll go ahead and start with you.
With me?
Yes.
Oh, well.
I have reverse order.
I haven't played D&D in so long. And I love it. And you guys are amazing. And thanks for watching. I hope you guys are staying safe out there. Be nice to people. Stay inside. So people that are, working to get this thing done, worth it. Bags under eyes. Make them worth it. So stay inside.
Yes, indeed.
That's it. Eat your veggies. Hydrate.
Yes, folks. Piggybacking on what Anna said there, that was a pharmacy joke. But yes, we're working out there for you. So please help us out. And just watch Netflix. So, that's fun. Also, since you're still probably going to be inside next Wednesday, please, oh my God, please check out, and I know you will, our fun little thing that we're going to have a thing on Wednesday because it's kind of our 5-year anniversary. So we did a thing, and a thing is going to be awesome, and share it far, share it wide, share it with your friends, share it with your grandparents, show kids, show everyone. Yes. I can't wait till Wednesday.
Indeed. Yeah. Right on. And Lindy.
Yeah, that was super fun. It's been forever since I've played level 1, and we had some combat, but I don't think any of us actually took any damage.
I know, right?
You're like a fucking SWAT team. First level SWAT team.
I think I made 4 attacks, and I don't think any of them hit. Y'all have crazy ACs for first level.
Yeah.
We do.
Anyway,
I had
that's all right.
Out for us.
Warforged Sorcerer is awesome.
I can tell.
Centaur Cleric. But yeah, that was super fun. I really enjoyed that. That was a blast. I love playing with these people. You can find me online at Laugh Love Lindy, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. I play and GM a lot of tabletop RPGs, including every Monday and Tuesday on my channel. Also, next Friday night will be our once a month aliens campaign that Travis DMs, and it's super fun. And then next Saturday morning will be our once a month teenagers from outer space game, which Travis and Emma play in, and that's super duper fun as well. Check them out. You don't want to miss them. They're ridiculously fun.
That teenagers from outer space game has blown up.
It's so much fun. We love it so much.
I can tell. And Shauna, how's it going?
Good. Oh my god, this was so fun. We got out, and I got a cool sword, which we're all as kids. It's like, look at this cool thing. Look at this cool thing. But it was so fun to do this. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing good, being inside and everything, staying healthy. And you can find me Flying Cirrus on Twitter, Instagram, where I have art and the games I play, including on Monday on Encounter Roleplay. It's Crownlands, a Game of Thrones game, which our family is in dire straits, honestly. We got poisoned, and I think some of us, like my character's dirty laundry, like her journal is to be read at King's Landing, so it's going to be hellish for her.
How is House Montfuck doing?
I think they're doing better than us. They're doing 100% better than us. They will not be attacked.
Oh,
But yeah, we mount the summit.
Yeah, tonight I think we're doing Hell's Rebels on Power Score tonight.
I think so.
Yeah. We are getting so close to finishing it. I think we're in hell. We're getting close.
Now it's time to rebel.
We are
That's awesome.
awful people who are too rich for their own good.
Nice. Classic D&D. There you go.
Well, there's 3 nobles in the party. I mean, none of us conferred before character creation.
We have-
so we're like,
Oh,
you're a
man.
noble too?
We have got
wow.
so many magic items. We've given them all to Lindy's skeletons.
My zombie horde, yeah.
That's what you do.
We've
Yeah,
got a
that's
zombie,
how you do
like,
it.
they're like 2 zombies with ion stones. They all
Yeah.
have magical armor and weapons. It's great.
Skeleton turns. Thank you, Hecubus. That's awesome. I love good D&D's tales, and I love being part of them. And yeah, I agree. It's been far too long to game, but yeah. If you want to see me play, though, I am over on Kobold Press's channel playing my Trollkin Ranger Slain, and he's basically me at 17. Who is also a Trollkin. And then I play in Eric Vulgaris's Pendragon game. That's over on Eric's channel on Monday nights. It is hands down one of the best RPG experiences I have ever had. So if you want to come check out what Pendragon's all about and what, so I just get up to a lot of things in a session. Come and check it out. And yeah, as Pruitt said, this Wednesday, keep an eye out. Hopefully this Wednesday, I'm betting it'll be, because it's awesome. And it's our 5-year anniversary, which is insanity. It is pure and utter insanity. Surest indicator.
Under my beard.
I know. Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I can, sometimes it's hard to fathom, but we really appreciate you guys coming out here and hanging out with us while we played through the ruins of Grendleroot. This is a really fun first level adventure. I was reading through it and I thought all of the breadth of things that you can cover, the smart aleck gargoyle, the weird rats that are just giant rats, but they're weird. All kinds of stuff in it that can be approached many different ways. Glad we didn't have a TPK, but y'all didn't fight the Spectre either. So, go ahead and check it out if you're looking for some D&D adventures for 5th edition that are packed full of fun moments like that. So, yeah, I think this is us heading out, and we will see you when we see you, and stay safe, stay healthy.